Hey, how you doing? Welcome back to another episode of Squad Builder Shoutouts. So in today's episode, I am bringing you a 50k team, a 100k team, and a 150k team. So as always, if you can show support to the channel by subscribing and dropping a like on this video, I'd hugely appreciate that. Without any further ado, we are going to jump into our first Squad Builder Shoutout, and it comes from Minoshi Sukataka Waka. I think that is a spot on pronunciation by me there. If that isn't, I don't know what is. But the comment is 50k team with Felipe Anderson. So I am assuming that Felipe Anderson is untradeable for you because he costs about 50k himself. So we're going to jump into this. The formation I have chose is 4-5-1. I do actually change the formation in game. I'll get onto that a little bit later on. But kicking things off in between the sticks, we have got the 82 rated SANCHO. And I think this guy is a solid goalkeeper to go with at the start of FIFA 20. Nothing sensational, but he'll do a solid job for you in between the sticks. So in the right back position, we have got Odrizola. I think that's how you say his name. Again, I'm not too sure how you do pronounce this guy's name, but a pretty OP right back on the game, I would say. 89 pace, really good. 77 defending, not too bad as well. So moving on to the two central defenders, starting off on the right hand side with the 84 rated Felipe. And I actually really like this guy. He does lack pace, but apart from that, he's got everything to his game. Really solid defensively, very dominant in the air, really strong and powerful. So I would recommend giving this guy a try. So alongside him in the centre-back position, we have got the 82 rated Gabriel Paulista. Pretty solid defender. 71 pace isn't too bad. 83 defending, 81 physicality. Nice stats. So yeah, overall pretty solid. So moving on to the left-back position, and we have got the 77 rated Lodi. And I think this guy's an okay left-back. He's got pretty good pace. I'd say apart from that, he's fairly average. But overall, I thought he did a decent job in the team. So we're moving on to the central midfield position, and we have got the 81 rated Kondogbia. This guy, of course, was really overpowered on FIFA 19. I would say he's not quite as OP on FIFA 20. I still think he's a decent midfielder to go with, really strong and powerful, but I would say he doesn't really feel the same as what he did on FIFA 19. So we're moving on to the left midfield position. Now, of course, you will own Felipe Anderson, so you'll be able to stick him into this position. But if you guys don't actually own Felipe Anderson, then what you can actually do is have any Brazilian left midfielder or any La Liga left midfielder in that position. So there's quite a lot of options to go with. But of course, if you do own Felipe Anderson, why not stick him in there? So we're moving on to the right midfield position. And if we can get the player into the squad, this is an absolute nightmare. Right, get concepts off. There we go. Right midfield, here we go, 84 rated, Jose Callahan. And this guy is pretty good value for money. I bought him for 4,900 coins. Really good winger, great pace, good dribbling, pretty decent shooting as well. So yeah, I would recommend getting Callahan in the team. So moving on to the right cam position, and we have actually got the 86 rated ISCO. And I'm surprised how cheap this guy is at this stage of FIFA. I bought him for 14,500 coins. Really affordable and a very good creative midfielder. 90 dribbling is a really good stat. So yeah, definitely recommend getting ISCO. So we're moving on to the left cam position, and we have actually got a central midfielder, and it is going to be the 84 rated Arthur. And this guy is actually a really good central midfielder. Had a nice little upgrade from FIFA 19. And yeah, I thought he played well for me. Very good dribbling, decent on the ball with his passing, not bad at defending. So yeah, overall pretty good. So moving on to the striker position now, and we have got the 83 rated Diego Costa. And I'll be honest, Costa didn't do that great for me in this team. He's not the striker that he used to be. He's still got the physicality, pretty good at shooting as well, but he has lost quite a bit of pace. You can actually go with any La Liga striker, so there are quite a lot of options to go with in that position if you don't want to go with Diego Costa. So in game, I did actually change the formation to 4-3-3 with the CDM in the team. So I would do this. I would have Kondogbia as the CDM in the team, with Isco and Arthur as the two central midfielders, and then of course it would be Anderson on the left, Callahan on the right, Costa up front. Now I will just quickly remove Felipe Anderson for the custom tactics. I'll just stick Jadon Sancho in there, why not? So we're moving on to the custom tactics now, and I've been using these custom tactics for ages. You can use these if you want to. You don't have to though, it's up to you. So for the play instructions, so for the left winger, it'd be stay forwards, cut inside, get in behind, get into the box for cross. For Diego Costa, I just tell him to stay central and stay forwards. Callahan, I would tell him to stay forward, stay wide, get in behind, get into the box for cross. I would just tell ISCO to get into the box for cross. I would tell Arthur to do the exact same as ISCO. And then for Kondogbia, cut the passing lanes, drop between the defenders and cover the centre. And I do like to tell my fullbacks to stay back while attacking as well. So those are the play instructions for the 50k team. So overall for a 50k team, I thought this team did play very well. I like the midfield trio of ISCO, Arthur and Kondogbia. I thought that worked really nicely. I actually decided to use David Neres from Ajax in that left midfield position instead of Felipe Anderson. So I would recommend doing that. But yeah, hopefully Munoshi, this team will do well for you in game. Okay, so we are moving on to our second squad builder shout out, and it comes from N Poppy G Popig. I think I'm saying that right, but the comment is 100k OP team. So the formation I have chose is 4-1-2-1-2 in brackets 2. So kicking things off in between the sticks, we have got the 83 rated Kevin Trapp. And I think this guy is a solid goalkeeper to go with at the start of FIFA 20. Doesn't cost too many coins. Pretty well-rounded, decent stats. So yeah, overall solid option to go with. So in the right back position, we have got Alessandro Florenzi, and I'm a big fan of this guy. He's been a really reliable right back on FIFA for a number of years. He's really good going forwards, and yeah, overall very solid. Definitely recommend getting him in the team. So moving on to the two central defenders, we're going to start off on the right-hand side with Leonardo Bonucci. And I was actually kind of surprised how cheap he was. I bought him for 9,900 coins. Very cheap and affordable. 87 defending, really good stat. Yes, he's only got 58 pace, which isn't great, but I think he's still a solid centre-back to go with. So alongside him, we have got the 84 rated Jerome Boateng. Now, despite being downgraded from the previous FIFA, I still think Boateng is definitely a usable centre-back. He also has lost a bit of pace, but his positional play, his strength is still very good. So yeah, overall, I thought Boateng and Bonucci were actually a solid centre-back partnership for me. So we're moving on to the left back position, and we've actually got a left wing back in the 82 rated Shoutouts, and I thought this guy was a very overpowered fullback. 90 pace, 80 dribbling, two really good stats. So yeah, Shoutouts a very good option to go with. So we are moving on to the central defensive midfield position, and we've got a central midfielder, and it is going to be the 81 rated Emre Can. I would say CDM is probably Chan's best position. He's got 81 defending, 84 physicality, two good stats. So yeah, overall very solid. So moving on to the right central midfield position, and we've actually got the 85 rated Milinkovic Savic. This guy is a really good box-to-box midfielder, very tall, being 6'3", so strong, powerful, dominant in the air, but technically on the ball as well. I think he is pretty good with his dribbling, his passing, can score long shots as well, which I did, that you'll see a little bit later on. So yeah, try and exploit his long shots as well. That's what I would say. So we're moving on to the left central midfield position, and we've got a cam in the team. It's going to be the 83 rated Julian Draxler, and I'm a big fan of Draxler. I think he's probably more suited to the cam position than central midfield, but I still think he does a good job in this team. So we're moving on to the cam position, and we've got the 85 rated Alejandro Gomez. This guy's got a really good card this year. 89 pace, 86 dribbling, 81 passing. I would say my only complaint is I'd like his shooting just to be a little bit better. That would be my only complaint. But apart from that, he's a really good player to have in your team. So moving on now to the two strikers. We're going to start on the left-hand side with the 85 rated Icardi. And this guy actually did really well for me in the team. Played 2 matches, scored 3 goals. Very clinical. Yes, he's not got the greatest pace, but I think if you give this guy the opportunities to score, he'll definitely get you a lot of goals. So alongside him up front, we have got the 81 rated Martinez. And I think this guy's just got an overall solid card. Very cheap and affordable. Got 2 assists in the 2 matches, so not too bad of a return. So yeah, overall I think this guy's a very good, cheap, OP option to go with. So as you can see there, every player is on at least 8 chemistry. If you converted all the players to the correct positions and then played 10 matches with the team, every player would be on 10 chemistry. So moving on to the custom tactics, which are the same as the other squads. So we're going to skip straight to the player instructions. For Icardi, I just told him to stay forwards, and then for Martinez, get in behind and stay forwards. For Gomez, get into the box cross and to free roam. Draxler and Milinkovic-Savic, I would just keep it as default as it is already. And then for Emre Can, cut the pass lanes, drop between defenders and then cover the centre. And I actually kept my fullbacks on balanced attack to give the team a bit of width as well. So those are the player instructions for the 100k team. So we are moving on to my highlights using this team in Division Rivals, and I have to say for 100k, I think this team really is overpowered. The defence is very solid, you've got goals in the attack, the midfield played great, so yeah, hopefully bro, this team will do well for you in game, and you'll be able to get quite a few wins with the team. Okay, so we are moving on to our third and final squad builder shout out, and it has came from InkTN TV, who says make a 150k team with Jadon Sancho and Havertz. So the formation I have chose is 4-3-3. So kicking things off, in between the sticks, we've actually got the 83 rated Kasper Schmeichel, and I thought this guy was a good goalkeeper for me in between the sticks. 88 reflexes, a very good stat. Now you can actually go with any BPL goalkeeper, so there's quite a few good options to go with, but I went with Schmeichel and I thought he did a good job. So in the right back position, we have got Kieran Trippier, and I thought Trippier was okay for me. Going forwards, I actually think he's really good because he's very good at crossing the ball. He's good at set pieces as well. Yes, he does lack a little bit of pace and a little bit of physicality, but apart from those two flaws to his game, he is a good right back. So moving on now to the two central defenders, we're going to start on the right hand side with the 80 rated Joe Gomez. This guy is a really overpowered centre-back on FIFA 20. 81 pace is really good. 79 defending is pretty decent as well. So, yeah, very impressed with Gomez. Very overpowered. So, alongside him, we have got the 82 rated Rudiger. And I thought this guy was a solid centre-back for me. He's got a pretty good card, decent pace, good defending, decent physicality. So, yeah, no complaints for him. I thought he did a good job. So in the left back position, once again, we have actually got Shoutouts in the team. So as I mentioned before, a very good left back. So we're going to move on now to the left central midfield position. And we have got one of the requested players in the team, and it is going to be Havertz. 84 rated cam card for him, and he was probably one of the standout players in the team. Got 1 goal, 1 assist in 2 matches, a really good return. And yeah, I have to say he plays very well in games, so definitely worth trying out. So moving on to the central midfield position, and we've got a CDM in the team, and it is going to be Ndidi. Very good defensive midfielder, good at cutting the pass lanes, winning the ball back for you, so an important player in the team. So moving on now to the right central midfield position, and we've got another cam in the team, and it is going to be Dele Alli. And I think Dele Alli is a pretty good midfielder on the game. He's got a well-rounded, balanced card, decent at everything. I wouldn't say he's sensational, but I think he's a pretty good player. So we're moving on to the right wing position now, and we have got the other requested player, and it is going to be Jadon Sancho. Now, I've used his loan card, but I think he's probably between 30 to 40k. I'm not too sure how much he costs on the market, but everyone does get given his loan card at the start anyways. But yeah, Jadon Sancho, very overpowered, great pace and dribbling, 5-star skill moves as well. So moving on to the left wing position, we've got the 82 rated Leon Bailey, and I think this guy's a very good winger to go with in your team. Very nice pace, dribbling's pretty good as well, not too bad finishing. So yeah, I was impressed with him. So in the striker position, we have got the 82 rated Jamie Vardy. Really overpowered striker on this game. Great at getting in behind. Got 1 goal, 1 assist in 2 matches. So a nice return. And yeah, I'm sure most of you guys do know what Vardy is all about. So as you can see there, once again, every player's on at least 8 chemistry. If you converted all the players to the correct positions and then played 10 matches with the team, every player would be on 10 chemistry. So we're moving on to the custom tactics, which is the same as the other 2 squads. So for the player instructions, I would tell Bailey to stay wide, get in behind, get into the box for cross. For Vardy, I would just tell him to get in behind. For Sancho, stay wide, get in behind, get into the box for cross. Dele Alli, I would tell him to get into the box across, cover the centre. And Ndidi, stay back while attacking, stay on the edge of the box across and to cover the centre. And then for Havertz to get into the box across and to cover the centre. And I did tell my fullbacks to stay back while attacking as well. So those are the player instructions for the 150k team. So we're moving on to my highlights using this team in Division Rivals, and I thought this team was a really good attacking team. You got a lot of pace in that front three. I thought the midfield had a very good balance to it. So hopefully Inc TNTV, this team will do well for you in game. So guys, those are all 3 squads. Don't forget to rate every team out of 5. Let me know what you thought of them. If you guys do want to feature in the next episode of Squad Builder Shoutouts, make sure you put some squads that you want me to build in the comments below, and you could be in with the chance of being in the next episode. But anyway guys, that is just going to be about it from me for today, so I'll catch you in the next video.